Hey friends, welcome back to Boots and Bounty Homestead. If you have been following along very long, or at least the last month or so, you would have remembered that I've been having some bug issues. Now, these bug issues, of course, they aren't because of the bugs outside. It's the bugs that were inside that were giving me the problems. So I told you guys a few weeks back that we had some starts under the grow lights, and they had been infested with some sort of bug, some kind of green bug, and it was laying green eggs, and they were just everywhere. They were not eating the plants. They were just doing their life cycle on the plants, but they were inside under the grow lights. So since then, I have told you guys that I put the plants outside. I've given you a follow-up on that bug infestation. So now we've got to take care of the problem because I've got to start some more plants. It is now time for me to be starting my 4 to 6 week prior to the last frost date plants that are going to be going outside between April 15th and March 15th, somewhere between those dates. I can put plants out anytime between those two dates. So I've got to get some things started that need to go out for the summertime. Well, my problem is I have since started something else in the same dirt that I used with the first starts that had the bug problem, and guess what? It happened again. So I know the problem is the dirt or the soil, as you YouTubers call it. I call everything dirt. No disrespect, no disrespect. They say dirt's dead, soil is alive. Everything that God made is alive, and dirt is dirt to me. So that's my philosophy on that. So I've got to get, and what I've used is the Pro Mix, the seed starting mix. I bought it on clearance from last year, so it has been a little while that it has been sitting outside, and I'm sure some bugs have gotten into it. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how I'm going to sterilize it so I can get rid of those bugs. So to start off, we need a huge bowl because I've got a lot of soil that I have got to sterilize. Here's the bag that I bought last year. It's a Pro Mix. It's a compact 2-bag. So it has 2 bags of regular unfluffed dirt in it. And it's compressed down into 2 bags just to make it a little more compact. And so this is what's been outside, and I am going to pour this into this giant bowl. And while I'm doing this, I've already got a pot of water that's on the stove that I need to get boiling, because we have to pour boiling water on this dirt and get it mixed in so we can kill anything that's in it that we don't need. So all I'm going to do is simply break up what I can of here. Now, since this has been outside and it was from last year, it is kind of dry on the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting some pieces that are not easily broken up into my bowl here. And all right, let's start with this, and we're going to go ahead and get this moistened with the boiling water, and so we can be able to stir it up with a spoon and go ahead and get it re-moistened and sterilized and ready for our trays. All right, we've got our boiling water here. I'm just going to go ahead and pour some on top. Now, it doesn't matter at this point how much water you pour on it, because we can always add water to it and let this absorb some more of that water. This is actually pretty dry, and all of that water I just poured in there is now absorbed. So this is very, very dry. So we've got to get it re-moistened anyways to be able to use it this year. just go ahead and pour it all on here. Let it absorb what it's going to absorb. And at least sterilize what need be. Now I'm going to go ahead and stir this around. And I'm going to let it set for about 15-20 minutes. And see if I need to go ahead and pour some more on here. As of right now, it looks like I might need to. And that was probably about a gallon of water. Yep, this stuff was pretty dry. So while this is setting, I'm going to go ahead and start another pot of water boiling, because I've still got the stuff in the bag that I've got to go ahead and get done. So while this is sitting here, let's go ahead and get another pot on the stove, and then we'll keep doing our next rounds. Okay guys, so we've got that all mixed up, and I've made a big old mess. And if you didn't catch that, some of it come out of the bowl and straight into my pocket. So now that we've got this all sterilized, we're going to let it sit and cool off to room temperature. And you can come in here and you can stir it occasionally. Now I don't have everything from the bag in here because my bowl just is not big enough. And I'm just going to stir this occasionally as I walk by it this afternoon, and just let it cool off so we can get it into trays this afternoon. And then we are going to start planting our seeds that we've got coming up for our summer plants. So if you guys want to do a little research on this process, you can do that on your own. I'm just not going to get into too many details of everything that this does. Basically, to put it in a nutshell, we're killing everything that we don't need, because whenever you start plants from seed, all you need is the nutrition from the soil to be able to support the growing plants, which is a higher nitrogen based soil. And that is what is in the seed starting pack, and that's what is in most of the potting soil mixes. Now, with starting seeds, you just need to get the plant growing, and then you are going to put it outside, and Mother Nature will kind of take over from there. Well, whenever you pour the boiling water into your bag dirt, bag soil, whatever you want to call it, the water itself does not kill those nutrients. It kills the bugs, it kills the eggs, it sterilizes any kind of fungus or bacteria or anything like that. And so this way you shouldn't get that green film on top whenever you are doing your plants. I also have a remedy for that I'll be sharing soon. So you are just basically killing anything that's unwanted, that may or may not be in the dirt that you buy, or the dirt from outside. If you start your own seeds from, you know, the dirt you have outside, which is fine. I do it too. A lot of people would beg to differ, but if that's what you do and it works for you, then go right for it. I usually do not buy anything. I just happen to see this, and a lot of my dirt outside in my garden, it's a lot of compost, because I use gin trash from the cotton gins. And so it's got a lot of debris in it, and it's not readily, it can start seeds. It's no big deal, but it's kind of bulky. And so you like for your seeds to get established in something that's light and fluffy, where mine has a lot of debris in it, which is good for the bigger plants. As that breaks down, it puts nutrients into the dirt in the garden for the plants to be able to absorb that. Anywho, we're getting off subject. I'm rambling on. So this is the only mix that I have really ever bought And I got this last year, and it was just the purpose of seed starting. And so the consequences of having an open bag outside is the bugs found a place to live. So that's why we are boiling this dirt or the bag soil. That's why we are boiling it, to get rid of any kind of insects or seeds, not seeds, eggs that may be in it that are unwanted. Because like I said, I brought this in my house, and that's where the bugs had their infestation. It didn't bother us. It didn't bother the plants. They were just going through their life cycle. So anyways, if you're curious about what I'm talking about, if you haven't seen that video, go back a few weeks. You will see where I had, it's titled, I Got Bugs. And then I have also put out a follow-up on what happened and what I did after I put out the other bug video. So go check those two out, and then come back soon, because we got to get some plants started. And that's all for this video, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and turn on the bell for all those notifications. We'll see you later, guys. Bye.